Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with
Amber Howell.
And it's Tell All Tuesday.
It is, and we have a list of things.
We do, and I'm going to start on a low key or
heavy
note because as we tape this, the fires are still raging out of control on Maui.
Yeah.
And for those of you who have been with us for a while, you know that Amber and Cody spent their honeymoon in Maui.
In Lahaina, where these, from what I can understand, where these fires have just completely destroyed, burned to nothing.
It's not just the fires, it's the hurricane gale winds.
Yeah.
They said the winds were up to like 80 miles an hour. And can you imagine a fire being flamed or fanned by 80 mile an hour winds?
I can't imagine.
But when y'all went, Amber, did you fly directly into Maui?
Yes.
So there is an airport there.
There is an airport.
And y'all stayed pretty much on the island the whole time you were there, didn't you?
Yeah, we did not leave that island. And we stayed in Lahaina.
It's known as the island.
Yeah. It's devastating, the amount of loss that they are experiencing right now.
I can't imagine when, that you think back of when y'all were there and think that all that's going on now.
Yeah. Everywhere that we went to other places on Maui too, but we spent the majority of our time in Lahaina, and now it will never be the same. Because
the landscape, the buildings, everything have just been totally destroyed. The last count I saw, 36 people had died, and they said the hospitals were swamped, and they were doing an evacuation of like 11,000 people.
Wow.
I had seen on. But you think they're on an island, and the
of the
island
ocean.
is on fire.
Yeah.
But our prayers certainly go out to all the people of Maui. And, I guess for me, I took it personally because you had just been there.
Yeah. Yeah, I took it personally too, and I don't want to take away from anybody that's actually experiencing the tragedy, of course. But it is, it's devastating for, everyone who is paying attention to it, I feel like. So, and scary too.
Yeah. So anyway, our thoughts and prayers are with them. But on a brighter note, out of the blue, I got a text from Maxwell.
And if you've been here since the PewDiePie days, you may know who Maxwell is.
Maxwell is the person who discovered me.
Yes.
And he was 16 years old at the time. And that was
2019?
4 years ago.
So he's 20 now?
He's 20. He's a junior in college, studying graphic design.
Wow.
I know.
Time has just
flown.
That's crazy.
But it's been 4 years, and he was just a 16-year-old kid living in Boston, and he was
changed your life.
He changed my life. He absolutely did. And I wrote about that. I still give you credit. Maxwell. But it's good that he's kept in touch.
What did he say?
It's just, I asked him, I said, what year are you in college now? And he said, junior. And I
was
said,
he just checking up on you?
He just said, hey, I was flipping through, and saw some stuff. And he said, I'm so glad you're still doing the videos.
Yeah. Wow.
But when you reach my age, you look back and you think about the people who've had such an impact on your life. And Maxwell had an impact on my life.
And y'all have never even met?
Never even met. I still have hope someday to meet him. But for the longest time, I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
But he was the one who gave me a shout out to subreddit, who gave a shout out to Reddit, who gave a shout out to PewDiePie. And that's why I got all this stuff going.
Yeah. So thanks, Maxwell.
Thank you, Maxwell. Thank you. So, what else do I have
Thanks
on
for
this?
checking in. That's so fun. I love that. I love that he reached out.
I do want to mention that I interviewed my friend Sheldon Siegel, who is a very, very good author. He's got a new book out called Dead Coin. And my interview's up on YouTube, and I hope you'll go there and see it. I've told this story a million times, but you probably don't even remember the movie Forrest Gump.
Yes, I do.
Tom Hanks? Okay. I think I've told you this story, but I'm telling y'all again. But in the very first of the movie, Tom Hanks is sitting on a park bench, and a feather drifts down and lands. It's just a little incidental thing, but it's great to see. But Sheldon's wife works in special effects and computers and all this stuff, and she was the one who did the feather.
Did that? Oh,
Did I not tell you?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Iconic. It is iconic. But she also worked on the Star Wars movies too, so she's...
I want her job.
Yeah. But just a great couple. Terry and I met them up in Dahlonega. We met them in person and had a great weekend with them at a book festival. And it was just, catching up, talking about his career. He's a lawyer, and he lives in San Francisco. And
how does he have time to be a lawyer and write such good books at the same time?
He said, because, again, you need to watch this interview, but he wrote his first book, and he got a major publisher. First book. He doesn't have any little stories hanging around in his cabinets or anything. And he said once the book hit, and he's had like 4 or 5 books on the New York Times bestseller list, and he said once it hit that he became part-time.
Okay.
So he was a part-time attorney and wrote also.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's great. So you need to watch that. And then lastly, there's a series. I don't think you've watched this series at all, but it's called Only Murders in the Building.
I tried to start. I'm a fan of Selena Gomez, so I tried to start it, and I didn't. It didn't pick up for me. I don't know. Maybe it was. I can't remember exactly what it was, but maybe it was the language that was used.
No.
Maybe that wasn't the right.
No.
Or the right
it's
show.
Steve Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. And I'm a big Selena Gomez fan too.
I love Selena Gomez.
She used to do a program when she was a kid.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yes.
That's what I grew up with.
Well, I remember, she was so good on that.
Yeah.
And she's good in this. But this year, it's just started. I think only one episode is aired. So they're coming out every week, and every week on Hulu. And Meryl Streep is in it this year.
I saw that she is in it.
And she plays an actress who is auditioning for a play that Martin Short's directing. And they decide to make it into a musical. It's a drama, a murder mystery, and then they decide to make it into a musical.
The play?
Yes,
okay.
that she's in.
Okay.
And so when they make it into a musical, the backers are kind of hesitant about doing that. They wanted to do a drama. And so Martin Short says, let me get the backers together and we'll present one song and see if they react to it. And he asked Meryl Streep to sing the song. It is the most beautiful song. And it's I was sitting there.
You like people who sing. Like, you like music.
I like musicals. I do.
Yeah.
I do. The right ones. And Meryl Streep has a voice. But it's the way it's done, Amber. It's the way it's put together. Because during you'll have the first verse of the song, then you'll have like a musical interlude, and they'll show other characters and things going on with other characters that all tie into it. The way it is staged, and then Meryl Streep, it's one of those, I love their magical moments in movies.
Yeah.
I mean, there are.
Yeah, I agree.
I was thinking, I think I may have mentioned this to you too. I forget what I've told you, what I have, but I love running scenes.
Yeah, you've told me this. We've talked about this on YouTube.
I love running scenes, and those are magical moments. That's just it. And they're just certain things in certain movies, and they're like, and it's the same way with books. I can read a sentence or whatever, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is
the moment.
The moment. I love. That's good though. The moment.
The moment.
I love the moments.
Yeah. We can understand.
I'm glad you understand
We're on the
that.
same page.
We are on the same page.
Yeah.
That's right.
That age gap is not.
That's why she's Amber. That's why she's here.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Duh.
Duh. That and 100 other reasons.
Yeah, perfect, basically.
But anyway, just thought we'd get all that in and talk about that. But this has been Jackie K. Cooper and
Amber Howell.